Hi, welcome to my presentation. This is my presentation about the project of solar energy, and this is my audience for today.
Hello.
It is without a doubt that the way we use fossil fuels to power cities and houses is very destructive to the environment. Having to depend on natural resources like coal and oil to sustain energy and power cities nationwide causes major deficiencies in carbon emissions. Although, there are alternative ways in which we may power cities in an efficient manner, and solar energy has proved that case. So what exactly are the dangers of CO2 emissions? Livestrong on June 13, 2017 states, greenhouse gas emissions play a crucial role in quality of life. It can cause ozone layer depletion as well as water and air pollution, which can be detrimental to cities and countries around the world. So how much fossil fuels contribute to CO2 emissions? Well, Livestrong on June 13, 2017 mentions how the U.S. Energy Information Administration found that carbon dioxide emissions from burning fossil fuels accounted to 82% of the greenhouse gas released in 2006. To think that that was 11 years ago without a slight difference in how much we produce carbon emissions shows that the number may have gone up significantly. Livestrong on June 13, 2017 also explains how an increase in greenhouse gases has shown the potential to raise the average surface temperature, which in turn could change the weather patterns and can increase storm severity. This also contributes to the problem of global warming, which can cause heat in areas in the world which never usually get affected to such temperature change. Livestrong also states that power plants, factories, and transportation generate the majority of fossil fuel usage. To think that we are dependent on transportation and that every car runs on gasoline explains why cars are a big part of being one of the major leading factors in carbon emissions. So what are the most efficient ways to lower carbon emissions? By not strictly depending on fossil fuels, we can find alternative ways that lower the consumption of fossil fuels and efficiently prove more power like solar energy. USGBC on April 5, 2017 states that installing solar panels on your home helps combat greenhouse gas emissions and reduces collective dependence on fossil fuels. This has proven to be a great alternative to running electricity through fossil fuels and provides a lot less carbon emission than the traditional way of being used today. USGBC on April 5, 2017 explains how although fossil fuel production requires significant water resources and causes water pollution, solar energy requires little to no water to operate. So not only does solar power not pollute water resources, it also doesn't put a strain on the world's water supply. Collecting and storing energy has huge benefits within itself. It is basically providing yourself with free energy, and if you collect more than enough needed, then it is possible to sell back this energy to local power companies. USGBC on April 5, 2017 mentions that solar power can reduce or eliminate these costs as soon as they're installed. They also offer long-term savings because it's basically free to capture the power of the sun. While solar panels save your time and money on your power bills, it is also beneficial to the structuring of your roof. USGBC on April 5, 2017 goes on to say that solar panels also extend the life of your roof because they protect from the elements such as rain, snow, and debris. They make the house more energy efficient in the summer because the hot sun is not beating down on the roof directly. The panels keeping the temperature lower are instead absorbing it. Alternative options like solar energy are a clear choice of cleaner and more efficient ways of obtaining electricity. With the type of innovative engineering we see today, the sky is the limit on how we may implement these more efficient ways of an eco-friendly system into our future. Becoming optimistic about the solar energy field is more than just an understatement. This is due to how much growth within the space we see already. Clean Energy Authority on January 23, 2017 explains how data is outstanding in the last decade. Solar energy has experienced a rapid growth, and not only did the number of installed solar units increase, solar energy has become a major player in the U.S. economy. Since 2010, the number of people working in the solar industry has doubled in 2015. Some 210,000 people work in the solar energy business, and this is only 2 years ago. With how rapid the growth of solar energy has become, it is also becoming a lot more affordable. Clean Energy Authority on January 23, 2017 shared that with any other business, the growth of competition meant that the prices were falling down. In the last 10 years, the prices have dropped 60%, making the investment even more profitable. This dramatically opens up the market to more family in a tighter budget situation, allowing families to take part in the market. Solar energy will only grow every year, and new technological advances will continue to be made. But recently, there has been a breakthrough to how thin and small solar panels can be scaled to, having the potential to become implemented in everyday objects. CNBC on January 1st, 2017 explains a group of MIT researchers developed the thinnest, lightest solar cells ever produced, being able to potentially incorporate them on glasses or headphones, and even bringing it into larger scale, like the possibility of incorporating them into windows of skyscrapers. With how transparent and thin these solar cells can become, this can ultimately change our view on how solar energy can be developed and ways in which we can change our idea of using solar energy. The future holds a strong initiative and of providing a more eco-friendly system. By the means of how we use fossil fuels with simple changes in our life, we can provide a safer environment for the world. By understanding the problem at hand and researching effective ways in which we can provide an eco-friendly way of living, opening up the possibilities converting into solar energy may be one of the most beneficial ways in helping the environment. Also, impacts like changing your house light bulbs to LED or fluorescent light bulbs can make a dramatic change in energy efficiency. The environment is what we as humans make it. While we have the convenience of driving to work and flying planes across the world, most people don't understand how much this hurts the environment. If we all do our part in trying to become an eco-friendlier world, problems like global warming and carbon emissions wouldn't be a huge issue. Thinking about the future is what we all must consider. It takes every step in the right direction to achieve success. Let's all work together and help prevent the destruction from Earth, a place we call home. Thank you for my presentation, guys. I appreciate you listening to what I had to say about solar energy. Have a great day, guys, and thank you once again.